Hello everyone, we're Geary Consulting, a team of three passionate about revolutionizing the way businesses communicate. I'm Don, and together with my colleagues Benjamin and Stefan, we've been working tirelessly to bring a solution that will change the way your organization communicates. But before I dive into the solution, let's set some context. We live in a digital age where effective communication is key to business success. However, a recent study shows that businesses are facing a 1.2 trillion annual loss due to ineffective communication. We've identified 6 key issues plaguing business communication today. Each of these issues contribute to decreased efficiency, increased stress, and can potentially lead to considerable business losses. Firstly, siloed communication. Nearly half of project managers report their project management software doesn't sufficiently connect with other company systems. This lack of integration often leads to isolated communication and operational inefficiencies. Next up, slow decision making. Poorly defined decision making processes can delay outcomes and compromise decision quality, potentially impacting businesses negatively, as suggested by Deloitte Insights. Following this, a lack of feedback channels. A Harvard Business Review study indicates a gap in feedback channels, with 72% of employees feeling their performance could improve with corrective feedback. Then, remote and distributed teams. The rise in remote work due to the pandemic has resulted in challenges in communication and collaboration by a buffer survey, necessitating the addressing of these issues for employee productivity and well-being. After this, language and cultural barriers. In many companies, 65% face language barriers leading to miscommunication, inefficiencies, and collaboration difficulties. Finally, information overload. A study by OpenText showed 80% of global workers suffer from information overload, negatively affecting work performance and job satisfaction for many. Now, I'll pass it on to Benjamin, who will discuss further on a potential stakeholder that may benefit from our solution.
Thanks, Don. Let's now consider the example of Harry Liang, a junior software developer at a large training firm. He recently received an email regarding his recent work. He knows something needs to be fixed, but he isn't sure how or who to contact for assistance. We have illustrated his struggles on a pain point diagram. As you can see from the left side of the diagram, Harry's enjoyment was high when he first received his task. However, his positive energy quickly plummeted as he approached the task. He has no idea what needs to be fixed, and even worse, has no idea who to ask to solve the problem. His happiness reaches rock bottom when he realized that he has now been stuck on the same problem for days. He decides to email a friend for a solution, and in the end, he was able to come up with a solution. However, it was not effective and has already passed his project deadline. This is where our solution, Zillion, comes into play. Zillion is a two-part system that utilizes generative AI for intelligent message routing and automatic message enhancement. How it works is that it will base on characteristics such as keywords, sender information, combination of words, as well as urgency of the message. Zillion will automatically route messages to the appropriate department or person. Furthermore, Zillion has a built-in message enhancement feature, which automatically fills in missing information or removes redundant information in the sender's message for improved message clarity, fostering better communication across the organization. Let's now dive into some of the key benefits Zillion brings to the table. Number 1 being automation. Zillion handles the management of routine communication tasks, allowing your team to shift their focus into more strategic activities that add value to your organization. Secondly, communication efficiency. By intelligently routing queries and messages to the right person, Zillion saves precious time, minimizes confusion, and accelerates problem resolution. Thirdly, enhanced clarity. Our tool enhances message clarity, making communications easier to understand. This results in fewer misunderstandings and fostering better communication across your organization. Next up, data protection. By adopting Zillion, information is directed only to those authorized to access it, bolstering the security of your internal communications. Lastly, scalability. Zillion is built for growth. Our generative AI adapts and learns as your organization expands. This makes Zillion not just a solution for your present needs, but a strategic investment for your future. Now I'll hand it back to Don, who will talk about how Zillion solves the key issues.
Zillion effectively addresses the 6 key communication issues mentioned previously. Firstly, Zillion ensures messages reach the right department or individual, irrespective of their team or division, encouraging interdepartmental collaboration. Zillion directs queries or requests directly to decision makers, eliminating unnecessary approval layers and speeding up the decision process. Zillion serves as a channel for employees to voice concerns or ask questions, promoting an open dialogue and enhancing engagement. Zillion acts as a 24/7 central communication hub, enabling efficient routing of messages, reducing miscommunications common in remote work setups. Trained to understand multiple languages and sensitive to cultural nuances, Zillion helps bridge language gaps and reduces misunderstandings. Finally, Zillion automatically directs messages to the appropriate recipient and prioritizes based on urgency, ensuring critical communications don't get missed. I will now hand it back to Benjamin to discuss our market analysis.
Thanks, Don. Through thorough analysis, we found 3 existing similar solutions, Mailottica, WebServio, and Mito, in which their functions are shown in the slides below. However, all three share a critical difference, being that they're all customer-oriented, whereas our solution is employee-oriented, designed specifically for internal management. In short, while these services excel in their niches, none offer the internal solution our product does, placing us uniquely in the market. More importantly, our solution is a true generative AI solution. Instead of fixed rules, it learns from a large dataset of past communications to respond to queries or automate message creation. This involves training the AI to identify patterns in the data and create new content accordingly. As the system processes more and more messages, it learns about specific characteristics, linking department hierarchy, keywords, and urgency. Increased usage over time will boost its accuracy and efficiency. Now, we will move on to our proposed business model, which is a tiered subscription-as-a-service model providing scalability and steady revenue. We propose 3 plans, the first one being the standard plan, which comes at $30 per user per month. Following that is the premium plan, which comes at $50 per user per month. And lastly, our enterprise plan, in which the price will be dependent on the organization's specific needs. Each tier comes with additional features, as you can see on the slides, allowing maximum flexibility, scalability, and value at every level. Now, I'll move on to Stefan, who will talk about our potential partnerships and go-to-market plan.
Thanks, Benjamin. To ensure the success of Zillion, we recognize the importance of forming strategic partnerships. We have identified 3 key types of partners that will contribute significantly to the development and rollout of our solution. By collaborating with AI writing assistant companies, we can integrate their models to enhance our message quality while focusing on developing our unique AI routing functionality. We plan to conduct pilot tests with large organizations and institutions. These invaluable real-world data will help refine our algorithms and ensure our product is robust and reliable before the public launch. To ensure data privacy and legal compliance, we intend to work with legal firms specializing in technology laws, ensuring our software adheres to all legal requirements.
Now let's move on to our financial predictions. To make these, we have made some key assumptions. First, we assume the average enterprise subscription costs $120 per user per month. We're also expecting to onboard 500 users in our first year and project that this will grow by 50% annually. The split among our tiers will be roughly 60% basic, 30% professional, and 10% enterprise. And lastly, for operating costs, we're budgeting $500,000 in the first year and expecting a 10% increase annually. Breaking this down, we forecast a net loss of $176,000 and $64,000 in year 1 and year 2, respectively. By year 3, we'll forecast a positive net profit of $124,000, which has been illustrated on the diagram to the right.
Now, let's discuss our project timeline. Phase 1 is research and planning. Over 1 to 2 months, we'll perform market research, define our product, and develop a preliminary marketing strategy. The second phase will be designing our system and developing a basic prototype, and we'll also begin initial testing. In Phase 3, full-scale development, we'll focus on developing our core features and integrating our product with necessary external systems. In the fourth phase, beta testing and feedback, we'll release a beta version and we'll gather feedback and make the necessary changes. In the fifth phase, product launch, over a month, we'll conduct final testing, prepare for the launch, and officially release the product into the market. Lastly, post-launch, we'll offer customer support, keep our product updated, and continue regular marketing activities. So from kickoff to launch, we're looking at approximately 9 to 14 months. This plan gives us a clear roadmap for bringing our product to market and growing from there. Zillion will be implemented via the following Amazon Web Services, including Amplify, Autoscaling, RDS, SageMaker, Lambda, and EC2. We'll also make use of the OpenAI ChatGPT API. Let's take a deeper look at Zillion's architecture. Our user interface, built on Amplify, offers a seamless experience for users composing and sending emails. It integrates easily with the backends of our services. The backbone of Zillion consists of Amazon EC2 and Lambda. EC2, acting as our primary computing resource, hosts the server-side code. Lambda, on the other hand, responds to certain events, like when a user composes an email. Then it activates the AI to analyze and route the email according to our model. This smart AI will be constructed using Amazon SageMaker. It will be trained with the data stored in our RDS database. It uses patterns and structures found in this data, which includes user information and email habits, to enhance its routing efficiency. To ensure consistent performance even during peak usage times, Autoscaling keeps a watchful eye, automatically adjusting the capacity of our EC2 instances as necessary. Finally, we employ OpenAI's API for our text enhancement AI. It improves the clarity of our users' text, helps to ensure effective communication across our client's enterprise. Overall, this architecture ensures Zillion is scalable, robust, and capable of serving large, diverse, and geographically dispersed enterprises. 2 interfaces will be developed for the purpose of this software. For desktop platforms, the proposed solution will appear as a plugin application developed with JavaScript, in which it will be used in conjunction with everyday communication applications that users are already familiar with. On the other hand, we'll also develop a dedicated mobile Zillion app using Java that continues the experiences from desktop to users' handheld devices. That brings us to the end of our proposal. Thank you.